My channel is 7 days old today, 1 week. And for the past 6 days, I would say that I've pretty much vented and gotten all of the things off my chest that I needed to get off my chest. Everything that I've said, however, and I think I have 11 videos up, boils down to this. And I actually read this in an article. It's a UK article, so it's it's across the globe that I think this statement holds true. Light-skinned black people in white majority countries benefit from their proximity to whiteness, and we know that that's unfair. However, light-skinned black people also experience exclusion and rejection within their own racial community, which is transracial discrimination. Or no, I'm sorry, intraracial discrimination. And that's also unfair. We already know which one is more unfair because of the systems in place that the powers that be, the systems in place. We know which one is more unfair. However, and I shouldn't even say more unfair, we know which one is more impactful as it relates to moving about navigating society. However, I would say that they are equally unfair, and that if you are mostly around your own black community and you're consistently experiencing intraracial discrimination because of your complexion, that can change the core of who you are, lower your self-esteem, and then you can't even fully seize any opportunities because of your self paradigm, it being one of a negative, is more negative than positive, creating limitations, self-imposed limitations. But yes, with that being said, I'm generalizing. I'm generalizing. We know that there are always outliers. Going forward, my intention is to curate content that seeks to move beyond what I just said, that reality. Because in real life, I am moved beyond that reality. And that's how I'm able to have friendships with confident women of all backgrounds. And I think that's the goal, along with the positive outlook in general. So today I'm going to discuss a principle that serves me well when I apply it, and that brings simplicity, like beautiful simplicity, to my life. Although this is not a religious channel, this is sort of like a proverb to me, and it reads, "Make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands, just as we instructed you before." Now I'm going to bring it full circle as it relates to my space on YouTube. The only reason I've ever been disturbed by passive aggressive or even direct intraracial discrimination by black women specifically, or, even other or non-black women, triggered non-black women, is because I stopped minding my own business and I started contemplating the why behind their irrational behavior. And the solution, there's two things. One, you can either tactfully confront it because I'm classy and I don't fight, or you can choose to disregard it as a personal problem that person has and just allow them to keep that problem to themselves as their own personal property while I move on about my business. And that is how I mostly live in real life. I think having my feelings validated and my reality validated by the content that exists in this exotical space incited with something within me where I just wanted to tell the most salient parts of my experiences. Certainly didn't touch the surface, but I created enough content around that. And now I'm back to what do I do in real life that works for me? And it is seeking to live a quiet life, minding my own business, and working with my hands. And so, like the first part, make it your goal to live a quiet life. This teaches us to prioritize peace. Peace is a core value for me. And the goal for me has always been to eliminate anything that disrupts my peace, especially as it relates to my own thoughts and my own perspectives that don't serve me well. I will remove people, but only after a pattern of behavior that's toxic. And because I'm evolved now, I've been in therapy, I will seek to have a conversation prior to understand where they're coming from. But it's not limited to things. Anything that's disrupting the peace must go. And then the second part, minding my own business. This is really about avoiding being overly concerned with external things that don't directly involve us, such as the opinions of others. We really have to work to utilize the power of our minds to control our own thoughts, to choose those thoughts, and ultimately we're choosing our outlook on life, and life will respond to us in kind. And then the third part, working with your hands. Any time spent wondering the why behind a triggered person's response that's not directly impacting me is wasting my time. And that time would be better spent practicing a hobby, writing, reading, literally making something with my hands, painting, making jewelry. I could even just be listening to like early 2000s music, which I find inspirational because it takes me back to that time in life where I was super hopeful and naive. And from that place, so many things can grow. But yeah, I'm not trying to give attention to negativity going forward. 7 is the 7th day that my channel has existed. 7 is symbolic for completion. And I really feel grateful that after 6 days of saying all the things that I've suppressed for decades, that I feel like I'm over it now as it relates to future commentary. I don't feel like I need to go to that space in the same way again. This channel is called Golden Notes. I'm supposed to be making golden commentary. Gold is symbolic for wealth, wisdom, purity, and divinity. And I feel like this content needs to be that. And it will be that. It will be valuable. And it will speak to who I truly am in real life and who I am consistently evolving into. That's it. That's all. Thanks for listening. I think that's my outro. Thanks for listening. I think that's it.